What is up, YouTube? Sciz1 here. Welcome today to episode 20. Can you guys believe it? Episode 20 of our sticker session, Saturdays slash Sundays. You know, whichever day we're doing them is what the title is, and today's a Sunday. So, welcome to episode 20. For anyone who's new here, I'll explain a little bit about what we do. So I'll start by showing you the stickers we did last episode. Then basically we jump in and do some new stickers. I always encourage everyone in the stream watching to get out their black books, get out some slaps, and do their thing as well. Got some people in here. David Dino, what's up? Flavio, good to see you again. Abdul, what's going on? Nevio, always in the house, good to see you. Yeah, Davidino, I can tell. That's a very Italian name. I'm actually half Italian. I don't live in Italy, but I'm half Italian. My grandparents were from Italy. Rake, what's going on? So yeah, last time here we didn't do too much. Show you what we did. Start off with that guy. I'm gonna do some more small ones like this today. Get some more of those done. Hopefully pump out quite a few of those. Then if you guys want, let me know, and I might work on this guy a little bit too. I was supposed to have that done a while ago, but frankly it's sort of a charity piece. Not like charity, but a charity in that the people who are making me do this aren't paying me, and they just assumed I was gonna do it. And I can't really say no to them because it's people I work with. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this might come later. You guys let me know if you guys want to see some of this piece getting done a little bit later. I don't know. I don't know how much time we're going to have, obviously, because an hour is our limit here, but I don't know if you guys don't want to see stickers the whole time, want to see a bit of piecing on that sketch, let me know. Davidino, I am in my early 20s. I don't like to be too specific, but yeah. So, got tons of these little slaps here. Every day somebody asks me where these are from. They're dollar store slaps. Whatever your equivalent dollar store is in your country, I'm sure they have labels that are somewhat like this that you can get for fairly cheap. That's always a good option. It's the way to go. So I'm just grabbing a handful of markers here. I'm gonna do some just sort of anything and everything here with the color schemes today. That's what's gonna be. Usually I try and, whenever I'm doing like little throws or just simple letters, I try and mix it up with the color schemes a little bit, because it's sort of like a simple way that doesn't take very long, that you might be able to find some new sort of color schemes that work quite well that you can then put in like a more complicated piece later on. So, trying out this yellow here. But yeah, these stickers, as I was saying, I've said it many times, but someone always asks every stream. So these stickers, they're the dollar store ones. They're very papery. Be aware of that. But overall, they're not a bad option, especially if you're not using these for anything in particular, like any super good work or anything. Right now, whatever tunes I have on are from Epidemic Sound. Not to give them a shout out or anything, because believe me, it's not exactly worth giving them a shout out, but I just go to their little hip hop playlist page, put it on shuffle, see what comes up. So yeah, let me know if the tunes are, let me know if you're digging the tunes. Just remember, I don't know what's coming on, so. But yeah, we got our weekend is half over. Let me know if you guys had a wild Saturday, if you're just chilling out. I was at home last night. I honestly did not do anything. During the day I did, but nothing in the evening. Oh. Jason, what's going on? Of course I'll say hi to you. Never miss out, Jason. Gonna try this blue. Of course it's gonna turn a little bit green with the fill here, because our beautiful markers react like that with each other. That's okay though. If I waited for this to dry, it would be a different story, but I'm not willing to wait around. I don't want to make you guys wait either. I don't know, this little part of my, like, little straight letter throw here I don't like, because it seems like a lot of negative space, and I've been trying to figure out how to get rid of that. But no real luck with it. Gotta be in one of those really creative moods where I'm just willing to try stuff and screw stuff up. Pack, what's going on? Do I steal Copic markers? No, I mean, I was actually gifted these. But I understand your question, because they are expensive enough that I would consider stealing them if I... because they're expensive. But yeah, no, someone super nice bought me quite a few of them, actually. So I was really lucky. Before that, I was using mainly style file markers. I have a couple sets of Iron Lac strikers, but no, I wasn't feeling those at all. Strikers were quite a disappointment, to be honest. Doing a nice little drop shadow on this. As I said previously as well, lately everything's been a drop shadow with me. I don't know. Seems like for simple stuff, drop shadows are the way to go. Or at least my preference. Someone let me know if my camera angle here is good, if I need to tilt this up at all or down. Maybe down a little bit. Want to make sure you guys can see what's going on. Gonna do something a little different here, do some red inlines. See how that looks? We're always doing some experimentation, obviously. I'm always worried about making these way too thick, but just gotta be careful. You know what? I'll say it. Red wasn't a bad choice for this. Don't like to toot my horn too much, but it's looking okay. Look at that. You can't complain about that. It's a nice little red. I like it so much, I'm gonna do the little background outline red as well. Ooh, that was bad. Lost a bit of control there. Yeah, gross. Pack says, what are your thoughts on the Melbourne graffiti scene? Interesting question. The first thought that comes to mind is I wish I was there longer. And also that I wish I got to finish the piece I tried to paint. But overall, it seemed like there were... The first thing I noticed when I first got to Melbourne was... I'm like, wow, you can really see how much influence everyone here takes from, like, all the artists like Askew and Burst, and I know they're both New Zealand peeps, but, like, you can see how even in people's throws on the highways and stuff, it's just that bubbly feel, very, very bubbly. You can tell how much influences has been taken from sort of the bigger names in that area, or in the general, that continent, which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying that's bad at all. It's really cool to see how there's the specific style associated with that city, which is nice. I've always been a huge fan of that style in general. It was really cool to see some Sotep pieces in the street. I got to catch a wave piece as well. I would say this about it. There was a ton of highway graffiti. I think that's awesome. There was also, though, a ton of tagging, and it wasn't really... Like, there were a lot of very toy tags out and about, which isn't ideal, really, but I mean, do whatever you're gonna do. It just seemed like a lot of people that were like the bigger taggers in the city weren't super skilled, which is sad, because like you always want to, the people that are up the most, you want them to be good. But yeah, overall it was really nice. I really enjoyed it. Whenever I go to any new city though, I always have my eyes out for everything that's happening there in the graph scene, so it was not a disappointment by any means. Yeah, very present, very present. Seems like they have a good thing going there. The thing I got caught up in with being told I wasn't allowed to paint where I was painting, that was a little bit of an irritation. Not a huge deal though, overall. Definitely made for funny stories, so it is what it is. Yeah, Jason, I've heard a lot about Louisville graffiti, actually. Just, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but I've heard in general that it's something to see for sure. Thank you, Davidino. Yeah, Pack, I think you'll enjoy it for sure. I mean, that sounds like an awesome Christmas trip. But yeah, keep an eye out. I definitely fully intend in my lifetime to go back there. I would like to go back to Australia to see a few more things that I didn't see in general, but if and when I go back to Australia, I'm not gonna... Melbourne's worth a second visit, for sure. And I think the second time I'm just gonna do whatever I need to do to make a full piece happen. Just make sure I can freaking paint there, because, yeah, it did not turn out ideally, obviously. I'm sure you've all seen the video on that one. But not to worry, we'll be back. I'm gonna make this a 2-sticker long one. Yeah, I didn't see any UFO stuff up, or maybe I didn't, I just missed it because I'm not as familiar with him. But definitely keep an eye out for next time. Of course, when I say next time, I do probably mean it'll be a few years. Realistically, I mean, that's just my budget, but you never know, you never know. Everyone's commission work is what gets me traveling around these days and stuff, so, I mean, I shouldn't say that, it helps, but the main thing is just me working. Unfortunately, I would love to be doing more of this kind of stuff professionally, but it is what it is. It takes a while to build up and everything. But yeah, thank you to, I mean, I don't know if anyone in here in the chat right now watching has commissioned me recently, but I am working on a couple commissions, so if anyone is in here that has commissioned me, thank you. I really appreciate the interest in my work, and the commissions I've been getting recently are ones of more of people who are actually interested in like the style that I do, sort of, which is nice because it's annoying when I get people who are like, here, make this sign for me, and it's like, I'm not a sign maker, I'm an artist, right? So I haven't been getting that a lot recently. I've been getting a lot of really I mean, people who are super awesome to deal with, so I'm really happy about that. So thank you to everyone who's given me the opportunity to do some work recently for them. Also, I should mention, if anyone does want some of my work and they can't afford it right now or whatever, there is the battle happening right now, my 4,000 sub battle. That is well underway. It's running till August 1st. If you guys want to submit your entries, you still have some time. The word is growth. Check the video on my channel. It's like the second one back right now, or the third one back. So yeah. Got 3-4 days left, I think, to enter the growth competition. Hey, Nico, what's going on? Jason asked, what's a commission? A commission, just like people commissioning me to do a specific piece for them. Like paying me to do a canvas with the specific name they want on it, that kind of stuff. Yeah, Nico's explained it right there below. Arisker, what's up? Beijing would be an awesome place to visit. Yeah, I've heard a lot about their scene as well. I would like to get one of the places on my list has always actually been Japan, and if I'm near Japan, I would like to see some of China as well. Yeah, you know, traveling, you gotta be a little bit, I guess, like, you pick and choose a little bit unless you have the money to travel constantly, which I definitely do not. I would say, though, one thing I have learned is if there's one thing you should do in your life, it's just travel a little bit. It's hard not to enjoy traveling. I mean, whatever's going on in your life at that point, at any point, traveling just sort of puts it out of the way for a little bit, and it's really nice, to be honest. So I enjoy traveling just because of that. It almost just feels like you're completely removed from everything. You can open your mind up to appreciate some new stuff, seeing new stuff, new cultures, that kind of thing. Yeah, and I mean the new graph scenes, obviously, so that's always nice. Yeah, Jason, if you wanna commission me for anything, of course you can message me on Instagram or email or whatever. We can talk about it if you want. I mean, I also sell these stickers too if you're looking to get some of my stuff, but Niveo on the back of the sticker, that's hilarious. I shouldn't be laughing, that sucks. Hopefully it didn't take too long. Hey, Draco, what's going on? Yeah, no, everyone's done it. Everyone's done it. I've done pieces on the back of the sticker. You know what's good for that, though? What'll make sure you don't do that anymore? When you buy stickers, the first thing you can do with them is go to the back of all of them and just do a tag on the back. Next one, do a tag on the back. Next one, so that way it's sort of like double branding your stuff. Your stickers will have a tag on the back no matter what. And if you see a tag on the side of the sticker, you know it's the back. I used to do that, but I mean, I've gotten a little bit lazy now. What's a good deal with a commission? I don't really know what you mean. Like commissions usually for any artist are gonna depend on like what you're asking them to do. Like obviously something like if you want them to do a canvas that's 4 feet by 4 feet, it's not gonna be the same price as doing like a pack of 10 or 20 stickers for them. Like it's the way I price my stuff when people ask is I try and make sure I need to cover my costs, right? So like with a recent one, for example, I bought a 3 foot by 3 foot canvas. The canvas itself cost me $50, and that was like very on sale, so it could have cost me 70 or 80. And then I know to ship it, it's gonna cost another 50. So like, but keep in mind that's a huge canvas. That's like the size of this desk, the whole canvas. So like right there, my cost is gonna be over $100. I know that. So like I usually try and do my cost and then figure out what kind of time I'm gonna put into it. And frankly, I honestly undercharge for my time by quite a bit. I should be charging a lot more, but I'd rather give people a bit of a deal and have more art to do for people than have less. So that's how I price my stuff out. But you have to remember when you're commissioning people to do stuff, a lot of times like you do need to consider their cost, and making art for people is expensive. So keep that in mind. a lot of times people's prices might seem a little bit high, but if you've ever had to do something for someone, you'll understand, like, oh my god, it's not like you plan to spend a ton of money on it in resources, but it just ends up taking a lot of resources. And if you don't price it out right, you just feel like you're basically being used. So it's not like anyone's trying to be expensive. It's just people need to cover their costs. And that's one thing I encourage people to do with me. If people are commissioning me to do stuff and I quote you a price, feel free to ask, like why the price is what it is, and I'll be able to tell you each of my costs that I'm considering and why I need to charge a specific amount. Because I wanna at least, like, help people understand. Like, the last thing I would want is for someone to commission me to do something and then have them feel like I ripped them off because they don't know why I charge what I charge. Arisker, these are dollar store stickers. Whatever your equivalent dollar store is in your country, I'm sure they have blank labels that are similar. They're just 2" by 4", so they're not super big, but I mean, I put two together here and they work really nicely. Oh, your Copics ran out, Pack? Ooh, that sucks. Get some refills for them, at least you can do that. That's sort of why I like these Copics a little bit compared to other markers, just the fact that you can refill them. But I mean, you can refill a lot of different markers. I act like that's like a only Copic thing, but I mean, you can do that with a lot of brands. I'm trying to put some interesting, like, inlines and highlights in some of the slabs today. I don't know how these guys are working out. I don't really like that. I think I'm gonna get out the white again. Need my test sticker here. Tonsa, what's up? What is going on? Oh yeah, Pack. Spray paint costs you the money too. It's expensive. Damn graph supplies, eh? We got people from Netherlands, Finland. I can't participate in your little conversation. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I only know 1 1/4 languages, basically. English, obviously, and some French. That's why I like our weekend streams, though. I get people from everywhere. It's a little bit nice. Okay, this is not working out. This little dot pattern I'm doing is miserable. Ugh. Whatever, just get it done. Just get it done. For once, I'm going to sign one of my stickers. Anyone who's seen any of my recent work, I almost never sign any of it nowadays. I try and make sure I do on canvas, but frankly, I don't do that many canvases nowadays. I'm doing one right now, a real big one. That was the commission I was talking about. I really want to do more canvas. Well, I should say I'm doing two. I'm also doing this one. This is a really long one. I just started it. But I started it like a month ago and just didn't continue it yet. But yeah, I would like to do more canvases. I just feel like I need a solid amount of time to sit down and do pretty much the whole damn thing, or otherwise I'm just gonna feel like I don't want to come back to it, and that's exactly what happened with the one over there. Just haven't wanted to come back to it yet, which is a issue. Yeah, 31 minutes in here, 32 minutes. Got plenty of time left at the moment. Pack, what is my favorite what? What is my favorite what? That is my question to you, Pack. I don't know what a hieno is. Tonsa, yeah, thank you. I try and make the live streams like I like moving them along enough, but I like that there's a small enough group of us here that I can actually have continuing conversations with people in the streams, rather than like if you've ever seen like a Green Ranger live stream. It's awesome that there's that much of a community that wants to go in and watch his live streams, but it's like the questions just go up and up and up and up, and like every now and then he'll snag one and be able to read a sentence and answer that, but by the time he answers that question, there's been 10 more topics talked about in the chat, and it's like, I like the pace of our streams that we're able to do here. That's why I sort of like our little community. But yeah, thanks, I appreciate that. I'll try and keep them chill. Of course, if you guys have any requests for things you think I should be doing in the live streams, tell me, because I always want to hear. Because a lot of times I just don't think of stuff, or... yeah, so always let me know. I don't know what I'm doing with this sticker here. Well, I do know what I'm doing. I'm trying random stuff, which is not out of the ordinary, but... Pack, my favorite spray can / spray paint, I would say... I mean, most of what I use is iron lac, but the only reason I use that is because it's, because it's cheaper than a lot of the other ones, and I'm cheap, right? But if I had to choose a favorite one that's the nicest to use, it's hard to tell because I haven't used any consistently besides iron lac in a long, long time. I really like the Montana 94s. Those were awesome. You know, the Molotov ones are such a good actual valve system and everything that you can't ever say you don't like them. Those are always awesome. But I mean, I'm never going to pay for them is the thing. But I in general, I like some lower pressure cans a bit more. They're just a little bit easier to work with on some detailed, intricate pieces, and usually when I'm picking up the spray can, it's to try and do something a little bit detailed, a little bit nice like that. So I'm gonna have to go with something like the Molotov or the Montana cans. You know, even the flame cans, they're a little bit cheap, but they're not terrible quality either. I really like them. One paint I will not use is color spray paint. That stuff is trash. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. It's just watery and it's transparent and it's gross. So if you asked what my least favorite spray paint would be, that's it. Color spray paint. I feel like I have more control with a frickin' hose than I do with a goddamn color paint can. But I say that, but I know I'm gonna buy more color paint because it's the cheapest. And if I'm just gonna use it for throws and that kind of thing, it's not a huge disadvantage. It's just gonna be irritating as hell, of course. Ooh, Nivio, you want me to do another character? Okay, I'll try a character after this. Actually, I could throw it on this. Make it a little piece. Tonza, thank you. I try and be a nice dude. Arisker, yeah, I'm gonna do my, what's it called? Just my little roll call at the end. Get everyone's names up. Arisker, what I do with most of these stickers is they end up getting sold. I end up with so many of them from these live streams that I usually sell stickers for $7 for 50 stickers in a sticker pack. And that'll be like I'll do $7, 50 stickers. And it's pretty much like a mystery pack. You'll get a lot of the stickers that you see me make on stream. Or if anyone wants, I get a lot of people that say they specifically want like some of the more intricate stickers, so in that case I charge like $10 for 50 stickers.